I'm yours, welcome to 23. You're joining me for AME 3, Chapter 15, Going to the Chapel. The day before your wedding. You walk into the confessional room to find Omar and Ren preparing for filming. They seemingly pass papers back and forth to each other, muttering and nodding in agreement. Looks like you two found your producing groove. I'll say, after the craziness of the finale, all of this seems like a piece of cake. It's amazing how in sync we are. Let's not start patting each other on the back just yet. We still got a confessional to get to. He turns to you and gestures. There we go, fix the music. Gestures pointedly to the armchair position in front of the camera. What do you say, John? One more for the road? Oh, don't mind if I do. For the last time you sit squarely in front of the lens, as just off camera, Omar and Ren flip through their notes. So, you won the AME wedding special, and considering the new show format, it wasn't easy. This was basically your rookie season all over again. How'd you pull off the win? Oh, well, I owe it all to my amazing team, my sexy fiancé, my ruthless tenacity. I'm gonna go with amazing team. The way they rallied around Mackenzie and me made all the difference. We wouldn't have done it without them. Knowing you, I believe it. But thanks to your hard work this season, your wedding party gets to join in on the fun, too. They get to go on a fabulous cruise. Isn't it great? Now they'll be in my debt forever. I hope they have so much fun. They're going to have a wild night. I hope they have so much fun. They helped me make my wildest dream come true. How crazy would it be if the cruise could do the same for them? I'll let you be the judge on that. Without a doubt, the season will go down as one of the most dramatic in show's history, but it isn't your whole story. You've got 3 seasons under your belt, making you a real AME vet. Looking back, what was your favorite thing about competing in the show? It's hard to pick just one, but if I were to choose, none of it. My entertaining part was... or favorite part, entertaining my fans every week, manipulating my way to the top, all the steamy makeouts and secret hookups. Entertaining. Without the fans pushing me to do my best, there's no way I could have gotten this far. I owe them everything. You couldn't have loved every second of the show, though. Do you have any regrets about the past 3 seasons? No, that's easy. I regret being monogamous for so long. Nothing! Not making more friends. Doesn't everyone except for Ivy and Vince love me? I'm gonna go with nothing. If I did it, I meant it. No sense crying about it now. I literally live by that motto. Omar starts to read one last question, but the words catch in his throat. With a bittersweet smile, he starts again. Now that you're saying goodbye, what's your takeaway from your AME experience? If I've learned anything, it's that life on AME is a lot like real deal. No, it's not. And just like in real life, nice guys finish last. Good will always trump over evil. A pretty face will take you far. Nice guys finish last. I agree with that. Good will always triumph over evil. I don't agree with that. Look at the world. It's very negative. Where's the positivity in it? It's very small. It seems like the scales have been tipped. Nice guys finish last. So, take what you want, and make no apologies, because your tombstone don't mention whether you were nice or not. He's got a point. And that's a wrap on John Lee. Way to go out with a bang. You were a villain in your final confessional. That was really 50-50. Going out with a bang is for high schoolers on prom night. That was a sonic boom. Before you go, we have one last point of the discussion. For legal reasons, we haven't drawn up the marriage certificate. There's always a chance Mackenzie will leave you at the altar. Oh, yeah, okay. You really know how to console a nervous groom, huh? Look, I know how that sounds. It's fine, Omar. I've been on AMA long enough to understand all the red tape. Right. Well, believe it or not, it's actually a blessing in disguise. You need a chance to decide if you'll change your name. Do you know if you'll be taking Mackenzie's last name or vice versa? Ooh, I like this question. So I do know a family member who did this, so we're hyphenating our names. When it comes down to it, Mackenzie and I are equals. Our last names should reflect them. Solid choice. If I ever get married, I'll probably do the same. If that's an Omar, notice him giving you an odd look. What? What's up? Don't tell me I have something on my face. It's not that, it's just, despite everything, I'm gonna miss you, John. You and your crew are the most interesting group of contestants I've ever produced in a while. Oh, you definitely kept us on our toes. There's no telling what next season will be like without you. I'll miss you too. That's sweet, you two. And I have to say, I'm sure next season is gonna knock 'em dead. We're all gonna miss you too. With me, you'll have to work cut out for you. I'll miss you too. We've been in Miami for the better part of a year. This mansion is like home, and you two are like family. It's almost surreal to think we won't be coming back. Well, you're welcome back on set anytime, John. But if I catch you playing favorites with the new contestants, you'll be out on your ass, and I mean it. Ren glances at his watch. Or glances... Okay, I guess... shut up. I think we wrapped a little early, but you're free to go. Free, huh? There's a word I never thought I'd hear on set. As far as I'm concerned, you still haven't. Aren't you missing something? You chance a glance at Ren, who looks at the you with wide eyes and shrugs their shoulders. Omar sighs. Your wedding party? Where are they? How are they feeling about tomorrow? And if I were you, I'd make sure they're ready for the most important day of your life. Because during the ceremony would be a terrible time to find out they're not. He makes a pretty good point. Besides, it's your last chance to really enjoy hanging out together before you all go your separate ways. I could throw a party, or a going-away party. Well, I will give our time, the mansion, a proper send-off, and I'll be able to give my crew some one-on-one attention. 2 birds, 1 stone. What's it gonna be? Look, guys, it's Bianca, just in case you're confused. Look, it's Bianca in a swimsuit, you know? Just in case. She has feelings for you, remember? Looks like I'm booked and busy after all. I'll see you two bright and early tomorrow. Wait, I clicked it, right? An hour or so later, you and Mackenzie and your wedding party are gathered on the lawn outside the cottage. I'm like, wait, what? What's going on, John? Are we having an impromptu beach party? As a matter of fact, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We figured it's high time you take advantage of our private beach. Yeah, it's a crime we've been here all season and haven't had the chance to actually use it. Better late than never. I'll go mix us some drinks in the kitchen. As Jan and Adam follow Derek into the house, you turn to the rest of the party, beaming. Okay, everyone, go forth and relax. We've worked hard this season. Now that it's over, we deserve some R&R. Amen to that. We barely had time to ourselves since filming started. We need a breather. Oh well, especially since tomorrow's the big day. We gotta have our beauty rest before John's wedding. Maybe you need your beauty rest. Some of us happen to be naturally handsome and charming. Uh-huh. Wait till you're in your mid-30s to 40s and gray hairs start popping up, you prick. Hey! Don't listen to him, hon. You're just as pretty as he is. Aww. Your wedding party hurries to fix drinks, then disperses throughout the beach. Mackenzie touches your elbow lightly. It seems like this will be our last chance to spend some one-on-one time with our friends. We should mingle a little. Well, just follow my lead. Well, I guess we'll go with Slater, Eden, and Kiana first. Save the worst for last. Come across Slater, Eden, and Kiana floating together in the shallows. Hey, you two. Come to join the party? More like making you sure you guys aren't getting into trouble. No need to worry. I've been keeping a close eye on them. Yeah, Eden's been kind of a drill sergeant. I think she's got some residual trauma from season 11. Now, if you would have had Kiana hitting on us, I kind of liked her from day one. I don't know, shut up. Well, what do you expect? We had a lot of close calls with last season. Let's not forget the time a couple of go-karts exploded. That wasn't great, but at least Amy covered our medical expenses. Kiana, you got a weird knack for looking on the bright side. I think we can all admit Season 11 was pretty wild. Who could forget our amazing trip to Iceland, Carson's existential crisis, our surprise engagement? I'm gonna go with Carson's crisis. I thought I'd seen Carson at his lowest point in Season 10, but he proved me wrong last season. For everything he went through, I'm surprised he even came back to work on Amy. I'm not. Carson's life has revolved around this show since Season 1. Personally, I think he just likes the way he looks on TV. And in the reflections of the camera lenses, and his own voice. Besides, let's be real, Carson could never give up access to his own personal hair and makeup room. I think we can all agree there are a lot of interesting moments in Season 11, but I wouldn't change anything. With all the craziness, we would have never come together this season. And we couldn't imagine our lives without you. Adam, Derek, and Jen. You find Jen, Adam, and Derek kicking back in the kitchen. Hey, you two. We made a pitcher of lemonade if you want some. Ooh, gimme. Gimme. That's perfect. Derek hands you a glass, and you take a long, grateful sip. For whatever reason, I'm craving lemonade all of a sudden. I know I don't typically like it, but I want some. What have you three been up to in here? They literally just said lemonade. Reminiscing mostly. We kinda can't believe this is our last day in the mansion. Before your wedding, of course. I know what you mean. Amy has been such a huge part of our lives. It's been a wild journey going from superfan to TV star. My whole outlook on life has changed because of Amy. If it weren't for the show, I'd probably still be making lists and overanalyzing everything. It's hard to imagine. It feels like everything's changed since our first season. I mean, I never thought I'd come away with this trash fire with friends. What was that your way of saying you like us, Mackenzie? Don't push it. Honestly, I feel the same as Mackenzie. My first season on Amy was rough, but you guys shifted my entire perspective. Same here. Since I met you, the show has become so much more than just a job. Though I have to admit, I'm kind of looking forward to going back to my regular duties as a showrunner. Being on camera is exhausting. Well, we've all got to look forward to after the show wraps. I personally can't wait to start my married life in peace, kiss the cameras goodbye, binge watch all my seasons. I'm gonna start my married life in peace. It's gonna be good to actually get back to real life. That's what Mackenzie and I have been fighting for all season. It's all be worth it once we ride into the sunset together. Whatever happens after the last episode wraps, just promise us one thing. We'll all keep in touch. And we don't just mean on holidays and birthdays, we want regular group hangs. Demanding, aren't you? Raise your glass, clinking it against your friends' cups. It's a promise. And finally, Bianca and Han. I'm serious, let me know if any of you chose Bianca in the comments. You find Bianca and Han sunning themselves on the beach. I hope we're not interrupting. You're good, babes. Oh god. We're just catching some rays. I've been spending way too much time with Slater. Hey, maybe the dude's onto something. I wish we had way more time to hang on the beach this season. That was one of the perks of Season 10. We got so much downtime. I know what you mean. I can't believe I'm saying this, but things were a lot simpler back in Season 10. True, but there were a lot of memorable moments in Season 10. My personal favorite was getting picked to be on the show, meaning all the celebrities going to the jury hunt, getting picked to be on the show. When Jen chose me from the audience, it changed my life forever. If she hadn't, I wouldn't have met all of you. Plus, Amy would have been way more boring. Forget Amy, our Ace would have been boring without John. Oh my god, she didn't call me babes. Aw, you guys, my life would have been a lot more boring without you two. What about you, Mackenzie? Any, fave moments of Season 10? I met John in Season 10. Every moment with him has been a favorite. Aww. You and Mackenzie share some warm smile. Han sniffles, dabbing at his eyes with the corner of his beach towel. If you cry, I swear to God. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Ow! Oh, I think I got sand in my eye. Oh, no, Han. Don't rinse it out with salt water. Ouch. Maybe we should leave. Run. Leave them to it? That's a great idea. You and Mackenzie wander onto your front lawn together, watching your friends gathered on the beach. Everyone's having a blast. I call this party well done. After all the help they've given us, they deserve it. We wouldn't have gotten this far without them. At this point, do wedding points even matter anymore? We're not earning them for anything. It's gonna be weird not seeing them every day. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited to start our life together, but we had one last beach party in Miami. Best friends forever. I know what you mean. I'm gonna miss them too. That night, standing at the threshold of your cottage, seeing Mackenzie off as she prepares to head to the mansion. I think it's just dumb that you can't just stay here with me. Wedding tradition. We're not supposed to spend the night together before we get married. Oh, screw tradition. We're getting married on TV. Nothing about this wedding has been traditional so far. Besides, I don't want to stay here alone. The cottage is so far from the mansion. What if something bad happens? What if there's a break-in? There's security posted all around the property. You're completely safe. I was trying to do this nonchalantly. Besides, Omar left you a walkie-talkie in case of emergencies. If you need anything, I'll be here in a flash. Okay, if you say so. With a chuckle, Mackenzie rests her hand on the side of your face. We can have walkie sex? Question mark? Shut up. Look, I'm gonna miss you too, but it's one night, and tomorrow will be the best day of our lives. You smile, leaning into Mackenzie's touch. I can't wait. The two of you gaze in each other's eyes, leaning closer and closer, as if drawn together by some magnetic force. John, I love you so much. Thanks, Omar. Fine, Mackenzie. Omar taps his watch impatiently. Clock's ticking, Mackenzie. You two really need your beauty rest if you're going to be camera ready tomorrow. I'm coming. I'm coming. Don't tell him that. Tell me that. One last lingering look, Mackenzie follows Omar into the dark of the night. You shut the door behind them, exhaling a long, slow sigh. Well, I guess there's nothing left to do but go to bed. But the instant you turn your back on the door, someone knocks on it. I swear to God, Bianca! Did you forget something, Mackenzie? When you throw the door open, you're shocked to see Carson standing on the other side. Finally, I've been hiding in the bushes waiting for Omar and Mackenzie to leave. Carson? Is everything okay? Not exactly. How could you tell? You just literally said you've been hiding in the bushes waiting for people to leave, so I don't know. It's deductive reasoning. I know you. You wouldn't risk crawling through the dirt if you weren't in some kind of trouble, so tell me. Ivy broke things off with Vance. Her heart is finally untethered. I should be overjoyed, but the truth is, John, I've never been more confused in my life. I have no idea where I should go from here. I want to tell her how I feel, but what if it's too soon? What if she doesn't feel the same way? I feel completely paralyzed. I know it's a lot to ask on the wedding, or the night before your wedding, but I could really use your guidance. It would mean the world to me. I don't have to pay diamonds for this, Carson. Let me go ahead and tell you. If you love someone, you tell them. Trust me. As a guy who sat and watched a girl have heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak with a guy who kept coming and going in her life, I should have told her a lot sooner. Carson, I don't know what to say. Just say yes. Promise this will be the last favor I'll ever ask of you. Now's your chance to help Carson, all while wishing him one last goodbye before the season ends. Cheer Carson up. One last time. God, don't smile. It's creepy. It's like a Chucky doll. Okay, Carson. I'll help you work out your Ivy woes for old time's sake. Thank you, John. I'll even take you to the top secret AME bourbon cellars, thanks. I swear this place has more secret locations than a supervillain's lair. Just you wait. You're about to have your mind blown. A short walk later, you're standing in a rustic, immaculately stocked bourbon cellar. Well, you know, I wish I had a good bourbon on me right now. I couldn't, live vicariously through this game. Your nose fills with the sweet scent of bourbon aging in barrels stacked along the walls. How long has this been here? The long answer, since I realized stress pairs perfectly with 2 fingers of Black Maple Hill 16-year-old small batch bourbon on the rocks. And the short answer? Had it constructed and written into the contract halfway through Season 1. Wow, okay. Carson reaches high up onto the shelf and grabs a dusty bottle with a plain-looking beige label. He pours a large amount of bourbon into 2 small glasses and offers you one. To celebrate your upcoming wedding, John, congratulations. Salute. Knock it back. Close your eyes, toss back the shot of bourbon. You shiver as your belly fills with warmth of the sweet, smoky liquor. Carson sputters as he swallows a small sip. What? You expect me not to take a shot that's sitting in front of me? It's not a shot, it's a glass. That shot is worth more than your wedding. This bourbon's 100 years old. If it's any consolation, it was a really good shot. Carson takes a long sip of his bourbon and starts to rub his temples. I thought the bourbon would help me sort out my feelings, but I'm still as conflicted as ever. Then take the shot. Are you? You like Ivy. She likes you. Sounds like a pretty straightforward situation to me. That's exactly why it's so complicated. It should be simple. But there's so much history between us. Then consider me a historian. Dish. Give Carson a friendly nudge. He smiles softly, then takes another sip of his bourbon and sighs. I'm worried what Ivy and I had was just a fling for her. But it was so real for me. And I want it to be real. But I'm worried she only sees me as someone who can secure prizes and fame for her. All you need to do is prove to her that your feelings are real. She's had enough showmanship for one lifetime. I don't know if she'll ever take me seriously as a romantic partner. What? You'll never know unless you go for it. Otherwise, you'll always be left thinking, what if? But how do I woo her without scaring her away? I only have one shot left, John. An improbable, complex shot. Okay, you know how I just took that shot, Carson? Okay, so you're gonna drink it. And you're gonna go, and you're gonna kiss Ivy on the lips. Go! What you've got is a complex person. Honestly, there's a lot of things that turn Ivy off. Which is why I'm such a loss. I haven't felt this way since they disconnected my favorite pomade. What? I can't live like this, John. What do I do? I can't help you be a good boyfriend, but I think I know how to secure that first date. When you start wooing Ivy, you should... I don't think you should really make anyone work for it. Like, I think... No, I don't know. You know what? Okay, hold on. No, I'm gonna go ahead and give you kids, and even older people who still like to play games with your significant other or whoever you're wooing. You should only make people work for getting to know you. Which, if a person wants to get to know you, they will work for it. See how that works? See? It's work. Relationship is work. But you should treat her like a queen. And for girls, you should treat him like a king. But do not let yourselves be taken advantage of. That goes for all genders, no matter what. After dating someone like Vince, she deserves a partner who will cherish and treasure her. She needs someone who will lift her up. Of course, just like my hair. Oh god. What? My hair and Ivy have both been repeatedly damaged. Now they need something to help them stand tall again. Okay. Not the way I would put it, but I'm glad you got the gist of it, Carson. Carson takes another sip of his bourbon and starts pacing around the small cellar. But what do I do once I get her attention? I used to think I knew Ivy, what she wanted in a man, but since she got with Vince... Do I even know what she wants anymore? Does she? That's actually a good question. Of course, that's easy. Ivy hates when men... Give her expensive gifts. No, I think Ivy still loves them. Treat her like she's fragile. I want a woman who's able to stand on her own 2 feet, too, you know? So, if you treat her like she's some delicate flower, it'll turn her off immediately. I would never. Good. Treat her like an equal from the start, and try not to patronize her. My Ivy Profane is one of the strongest people I've ever met. I couldn't dream of treating her any other way. Ivy Profane. Okay, I'll give you points on that. That was actually good. Carson stops pacing, then comes to stand next to you at the makeshift bar. You place a comforting hand on his shoulder. I know you're nervous. It can be scary to go for something that means a lot to you, especially when it feels safer to live in the fantasy of it. But you know Ivy. There's a lot more to her than her tough facade. I know, I don't want to be another person in her life that lets her down. What if I can't give her what she needs? You can, and you will. Deep down, Ivy is just... I am gonna say she is a hopeless romantic. Figuring the things she complained about with Vince, like, she's romantic. I don't want to say hopeless romantic, but I want to say romantic. And she is looking for stability. Every relationship should be based on stability. So, I'm gonna go with hopeless romantic, though. You saw the way Ivy's face lit up at the wedding showcase. She loves love. As long as you keep the romance alive, then your relationship will flourish. I can do that. Carson downs the rest of his glass and pulls you into a sloppy bear hug. You know what, John? I get why people are always reaching out to you. Oh, thank you, Carson. Because I give great advice? Well, yes, but you listen too, which is just as important. Carson smiles at you, and you start to see tears welling in his eyes. Don't start, Carson. Don't do this. Don't do that. Carson, are you crying? He pulls an expertly pressed pocket square from his lapel and dabs his eyes before answering. I know I've pulled some messed up stunts in the past. Well, I think Emmy's lawyers would classify them more as, that, but go on. But I think I just realized how much I'm gonna miss you, John! Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna miss a lot of this place, and I think I'll always have a soft spot for the way your hairspray smells. Oh my god. It's hard to go wrong with a warm vanilla and spice, and just a hint of isopropyl alcohol. Carson gestures to the bottle of bourbon still on the counter. One for the road. How about you let me take the bottle as a wedding gift? Nah, someone told me it's more of a sipper than a shooter. I think it's, I'd be doing it a disservice. Carson chuckles as he sets the glasses in the sink, then places the top shelf bourbon back on the top shelf. He faces you, lighter and smiling. Thank you for sticking it out. The show won't shine the way it deserves without you. Aw, Carson. I'll miss you too, you weirdo. You and all your, eccentricities. Despite everything, I've grown to see you as a friend. One I keep at arm's length. I couldn't agree more. I might not be here, but don't doubt I'll be rooting for you with some, from the sidelines. I can't wait to see what you do next, John. And what it's worth, I'll be rooting for you too. Early the next morning. You can hardly believe the day is finally here. It's the morning of your wedding. You waltz into hair and makeup, ready to get dressed for the big day. You find Brandon and Fatima waiting for you. You two have your work cut out for you. I hardly slept, and there are more bags under my eyes than LAX. Oh, never mind that. Fatima launches herself into your arms, tears flowing and soaking your shoulder. Jesus Christ, everyone, please stop crying on me. Oh. Happy wedding day, hon! Don't mind her. She's been near tears all morning. Fatima pulls back to meet your eyes. Her tear-stained face is in contrast to her bright smile. Oh, that's because I've seen a lot of showmances and nasty breakups. But just watching you and Mackenzie love for each other grow. Well, that's one for the great pleasures of my career. Her bottom lips begins to wobble dangerously. Her eyes flood once more. Stop it or I'm gonna smack you. Fatima, wedding hasn't even started yet. If you're gonna cry now, you're gonna be a mess when I walk down the aisle. And it's live, so I can't crop you out of the shot if you cry ugly. Okay, I'll get it together. I'm just so happy for the two of you, and just think of how far you've come. Well, today's definitely been a long time in the making, but you've been right by my side almost since the beginning. It was love at the first strip. I know I haven't been around quite as long as Fatima has, but I've been proud to be a part of your wedding, John. You're gonna make a handsome groom. I think you're Rin, and you have been an awesome person. Besides the fact you helped Piper. Thanks, Rin. Fatima dabs her eyes and guides you to the vanity before plopping you down in her chair. Enough chit-chat, it's time for the matrimonial makeover. Let's get these locks camera ready. Wait, what? What the hell is this? What happened to my face? Oh god! Help! So I get a free hairstyle change. Okay. Royal romance. Timeless and tussled. So, we somehow grew a bunch of hair? I'm just gonna go with normal. Stop it. Like, none of them are diamond choices, but... Perfect, and now it's time for the main attraction. Fatima removes your clothes from the closet and holds the garment bag out to you. You pull out your tux and adjust the shirt cuffs as you glance at your reflection in the mirror. Ugh, god, yeah, my mouth's hanging open to this bloody thing, too. Can we get a black tux, please? Is it, starting to sink in yet? Definitely. I feel, like a groom. I've been wearing the ring, planning the wedding, but it didn't hit me until right now. I'm getting married! Yeah, you're getting married in a fucking Easter outfit. I'm glad to see you're in the wedding spirit. Of course I am. It's my big day, y'all. It sounds like I'm right on time. You look up to see your mom walk through the door and then freeze in her tracks. Would you look at my baby? You're so cute, all dolled up for your wedding. Mom. Thank you for everything. You take her hand in yours. You look her right in the eyes. I wouldn't be the man I am today without you. All of your lessons, your guidance, it's led me to the moment right now, and I couldn't be happier. Wow, right in the feels. Shut up, Rin. Oh, you do keep this up and all the stuff I said about not crying is gonna go right out the window. It's nice to be appreciated, but that's what moms are for, kiddo. Actually, I came to find you because I thought we could sneak off for some mother-son bonding before everything got started. Got a little wisdom in this noggin and an heirloom in my pocket, and I can't think of anyone I'd rather give either to. That's a wonderful idea. One-on-one with Mother of the Groom would be a great footage for the wedding special. Perfect. So what do you say, John? Care to join me? Film a one-on-one with your mother. Get one last minute of advice, and you're something old. Have a heart-to-heart with Mom. I've always got time for my favorite mother. I'm your only mother. So you think. Still tracks. Come on, you two. Our camera crew is stretched a little thin today, but I know the perfect spot to film in. Ran leads you through the mansion into a white office, complete with bookshelves and a couch. First the secret bourbon cellar, and now this? How'd you find out about the bourbon cellar? Never mind. Where are we, Ren? I'd like to formally welcome you to the Producer's Lounge. Wow, it's very boring. There's your casting couch. I didn't even know there was a Producer's Lounge. There didn't used to be. Amy's staff used the cottages to recoup between filming, but when you guys moved in, we lost our hangout spot. Jen pulled some strings, got this for us when she became the showrunner. Of course she did. She's always looking out for the crew. That one. You and your mom take seats on the couch, Ren frames the shot, and get you both mic'd up. Whenever you're ready. After the finale, I realized that there were so many things I never taught you about being in a committed relationship. And this one needs to last, because I want grandbabies like yesterday. Hey, pets are as good as it's gonna get. The only pitter-patter Mackenzie and I plan to hear will be coming from padded paws. As long as I still get to spoil them with toys and treats I'm in. I mean, seriously, I only deal with pets so far. Unless you can convince me humanity is worth saving, there's no children coming into this planet. Deal. But, you're right about one thing. After everything we went through to get here, the last thing I want to do is mess it up. And you won't, as long as you remember to compromise. If that's all it takes, then this marriage is going to be a breeze. That's what everyone thinks. Not so fast. Merging two lives isn't easy. You both have your own way of living, thinking, and of getting things done. But marriage is about becoming one unit, and that comes with a lot of give and take. Compromise, huh? Well, when Mackenzie's ready to give, I'm ready to take. I guess I'll go with that. After all, happy spouse, happy house, right? I mean, it used to be happy wife, happy life, but okay. As long as you remember that saying goes both ways. Meeting each other with an open mind and a loving heart is the only tried and true way to a lasting, long union. Thanks, Mom. I could always count on you for the best advice. But you don't get to be as old as I am without picking up a few lessons along the way. But knowing what to do is only half the battle. The only other is having the strength to do it, which is why I brought you a good luck charm. Mother slips a hand in the pocket of her dress and pulls out a handkerchief. Gently, you take the antique cloth between your fingers and let the silken material slide across your skin. It's beautiful. Where'd you get this? Your great-great-grandmother got this as a wedding gift. It's been passed down through the family ever since. Marriage can seem impossible sometimes, with a little hard work and understanding it works, and this is proof. You eye the fabric and can almost hear all the vows said over generations of tears, both happy and sad, lay soaked in its beautiful threads, and as you bring it to your nose, you imagine the perfume of all the women who started it all. You slip the handkerchief into your breast pocket of your tux and keep it for safekeeping. Wow. I don't know what to say, but thank you. I can't believe you're giving me something so precious. You've grown up to be a wonderful man, and I know it'll be right at home with you. Cut. I think we've got everything we need to lead up to an incredible special. Last I checked, Ren, you don't just cut on a moment with your mother. Oh, hey, Mom, we're done acting now, thanks. Now that all's left is to actually get married. Turn to say something to your mother, but the words fade away when you realize and notice she's examining your face with wary eyes. Ren, I'm glad we could help, but do you think we could have a moment alone? Of course. I'll, just see you two at showtime. Ren grabs the camera's memory card and steps out, closing the door behind them, and you feel your mother's eyes fall on you again. Alright, out with it. Huh? I know that face. It's the same one you used to make when you had hidden a dirty diaper somewhere and were afraid I'd find it. You've got something weighing on your mind. The only question is, what is it? Mom. What if I'm going about this all wrong? I mean, who gets married on a reality show? That's not how things work. Honey, there's no right or wrong when it comes to love, and if you focus on how it should be, you're only going to miss the beauty in how it is. Your mother leans over and wraps you in her warm embrace. No matter what, just know that I love you, and all I want is for you to be happy. Squeeze back, and the smell of her hair makes you feel like a child again. I'm really glad to have you in my corner. Trust me, kiddo, there's nowhere I'd rather be. Shortly before your wedding, you're in Lance Ceiling's trailer for some last-minute hair and makeup adjustments. I can't believe I'm about to walk down the aisle. I've never been so nervous in my life. Stay strong, Mon Muse. Just put one foot in front of the other. The hardest part is the anticipation. Once the wedding starts, it's all fall into place. I just hope I don't trip, or burst out crying, or say the wrong vows at the altar. Oh, don't sweat it. If you're nervous, just picture everyone in underwear. and you'll be fine. Don't you mean picture everyone in their underwear? Gross! Why would he want to do that? Oh, God. That's Alien sighs heavily, while Penny giggles and pats Charlie's shoulder. I'm gonna miss you, sweetie. Aw, personally, I'm gonna miss all of you. Especially miss, Penny's words of wisdom. I've never met anyone who knows more about love than you do, Penny, and I'll remember your advice forever. Oh, John, thank you. Thanks to your whole love story, I'm more confident in my career than ever. I just can't thank you enough for this experience. She burst into tears, blowing her low. Wow. Oh my God, did I just say that? I skipped, okay? I see loud, and I'm like, blowing her okay. Blowing her nose loudly on her sleeve. Why would you blow it on your sleeve? Just, never mind. You hear a quiet giggle from the doorway of the trailer and turn to see Ivy standing there. I hope I'm not interrupting. And you usually are. Not exactly, but I thought... I know, I'm not technically supposed to be here, but, well, you and I have been through a lot, John. I know I've been horrible to you on more than one occasion, but I feel strangely close to you. Oh, no, the fuck you don't! Security! I guess I'd call you my best frenemy? Pretty sure that's not even a thing. Well, then let's make it a thing. Now we're not competing against each other anymore. Why not call it a truce? I know I'm not making any sense. I just really love to be at your wedding, John. If you'll have me, that is. Oh, me in the ass with a 2x4. Ivy, you can stay. I don't even get a choice on this shit. I don't even get a fucking choice on this. Oh, God. Yeah, just... we'd love to have you. Really? You would? Yeah. You get to see what you don't have. Oh, okay, that was a dick move. Good job. Absolutely. You've been part of our journey from day one. Besides, it's like you said, we're not rivals anymore. I don't see any reason why we can't start over. A bright smile spread slowly across her face. Thanks, John, and from the bottom of my heart, congratulations. She hesitates for a second, then wraps her arm around you in a tight hug. Okay! No! Your rivalry with Ivy has come to an end. Bury the hatchet. God, I hate being a nice person sometimes. I really do. And by the way, you make a gorgeous groom. Ah, thanks. I mean, I know, but thanks. With a wink, Ivy exits the trailer shortly after Carson walks at the door. John, you look breathtaking. And may I just say that outfit your mother picked out for you is perfect. The woman has taste. No, she doesn't. I appreciate it, Carson, but what are you doing here? The wedding is about to start. That's exactly what I'm here about. I've been thinking about it for hours, and I think I finally know how to help you on your special day. He offers you his arm with a dramatic flourish. You're walking me down the aisle? What about my mom? Don't get me wrong, it's nice of you to offer, but, shouldn't a member of my family walk me down the aisle? That was the original plan, but production wants your mother for some pre-production shots. I promise to do my best, John. I'll be practicing all morning with one of Fatima's mannequins. Tentatively, you hook your arm through his. If you say so. Arm in arm with Carson, you take a deep breather and turn to leave the trailer. Notice how we lost points for this? What do you say, John? Ready to get married on national television? Well, ready as I'll ever be. Carson leads you from the trailer to the beach, to the winding path up the side of the grassy hill. As you make your way, the gentle crash of waves beats in time with the grand orchestral music. Your heart pounds erratically. This is really happening. I'm really gonna marry the love of my life. You step over the crest of the hill and your breath catches in your throat as you take in the rustic scene before you. It's beautiful. This is the closest I'll ever come to being married. It's gorgeous. I feel like I'm in an enchanted forest. You admire the intricate floral arrangements and softly flickering candles that line the aisle, and realize there's a sea of familiar faces smiling back at you. John, honey, you look gorgeous. Ooh, John. Work it, John. Oh, John, I'm so proud. Oh, I thought she was needed for pre-production photography, Carson. Cough. But all the other faces fade away when you see Mackenzie standing at the altar. Wow. Yeah, that's what I said, wow. As you approach Mackenzie, she beams at you, her eyes shining with the promise of tears. You look beautiful. No, honey. You look extravagantly more beautiful than I ever will. She leans in to kiss you, but Carson puts his hands up to stop her. Not until you say I do! He winks and gives you both a bracing pat on the shoulder. Knock 'em dead, you crazy kids! Carson leaves you alone at the altar with Mackenzie, Jen, Adam, and Derek. A chorus of emotion swells in your chest. Mackenzie, I love you so much. It's been one hell of a journey, but being here with you makes it all feel worth it. That's because we're worth it. Us together for the rest of our lives. I'm so happy for you guys. Jen, shut up! All of you shut up. God damn it, you're ruining the moment. We all are. Being a part of your wedding has been such an honor. The real honor has been having you beside us. We'd do anything for you. All you have to do is say the word. Good, could you grab Ivy and throw her off the cliff? Thanks. But John, I didn't mean literally. Do it! Oh, and if you could throw Vens too, that'd be appreciated. Thanks, Derek. Though, right at this moment, you're the one whose word we want to hear. As you and Mackenzie face each other at the altar, Derek beams and straightens up, addressing the crowd. Friends, family, cameramen, we're gathered here today to celebrate the union of two very special people. Mackenzie and John's love has defined the past 3 seasons of AME. Together, we've watched them conquer countless obstacles, and yet somehow they've always come out on top. They're strong as individuals, but as a couple, they're unshakable. From the beginning, Mackenzie wasn't here to make friends, but she found something greater in John. Anyone can see that John has the power to transform you. Whether you're his friends, rival, or partner. You gaze into Mackenzie's eyes, completely spellbound. She leans in to whisper in your ear. I'm so lucky to have found you. We're both lucky. I just can't believe we get to spend forever together. Oh, I swear to Jesus Christ, Vince. I will throw you off this bloody cliff. I will commit murder on national television. Hold it! The gasp rises from the crowd as Vince comes storming down the aisle, shrugging Ren and Omar off as they try to stop him. Do you people not have security? Vince, I should have known you'd try to ruin today. But someone had to. I can't let this wedding proceed. You watch in horror as he turns to face the cameras. Loyal viewers, you deserve to know the truth. John's wedding to Mackenzie is a complete farce. Mother... I'm done with this shit. God, this shit just won't end. And here I was getting all teary-eyed, and I'm like, oh, that was the nicest thing anyone's actually literally ever said to me. Vince is back with vengeance. Can you kick him to the curb before he ruins your special day? Find out on the next episode. Maximum possible wedding points, like I give a damn. 6490. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate this I'm just saying it. I'm whispering it to you because I don't want to yell it because I'm tired of yelling at them. Anyway, man, what do you all think? I thought today was going to be it. I was like, man, we'll move on to Blades of Light and Shadow or whatever the hell else they're doing, which we've only seen 2 books for the release of this entire, like, next 4 to 6 months. So, oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Alright, so one, I'd like to apologize about being late today. I just have not felt the best. Both emotionally, physically, just everything. I have just really not felt the best. So I just kind of just took some me time today, you know, besides having to deal with 50 million other things, and I had been up since like 6 a.m. So, well, no, excuse me. I have been working and doing a bunch of shit since 6 a.m. I actually never slept last night, so excuse me, I misspoke there. I have such a huge sleep deficit right now. It's not even funny. In the past 2 weeks, I have maybe slept 3 days, so, well, you know, 3 nights, whatever the hell. Anyway, that's that. See, my mind is going. That's it. We're dead. With that being said, what do you all think? Let me know in the comment section below. You know what to do. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Again, apologies for being late. Yeah, High School Story I'll work on, and then it looks like the only thing going on for the rest of this week, unless Pixelberry updates it, or maybe my app is broken, I don't know, is Saturday is Bloodbound Returns, and Monday is Baby Mom. So without further ado, thanks for watching, peace out.